Well, Mike Johnson absolutely destroys ABC News. This is not what they want. They're Democrats, remember, so they're rooting for Chuck Schumer. And Mike Johnson's just coming in, and because he's so stubborn and an awesome Republican, he is not going to give in. This is on funding our government. And the Republicans are trying to twist the arm of Democrats to trick them into helping close up the border. That's what this whole thing is about. So now with that in mind, welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. I'm so glad that you're watching. I'm so glad that you participate in the comments below. Just pop in and say hi. Let us know you're there. But come on, let's check out the good news as Mike Johnson really shows them how it's done. Here we're going to start with the villain, Count Chocula, evil Chuck Schumer.
The presidents of North Korea and Iran would be emboldened thinking that the United States was this soft, fat country that lost its way and would take advantage.
So he's all he wants is to fund all the wars in the world. Okay. And so that was just a giant string of lies. Okay. That's where we're starting. And now Mike Johnson representing the Republicans.
Say this, when I showed up today, my purpose was to express what I believe is the obvious truth, and that is that we must take care of America's needs first. When you talk about America's needs, you have to talk first about our open border. I've been, I believe, in maybe 20-something states over the last several weeks, going around the country, appearing at events with my colleagues, and we're hearing from the American people of all parties and all persuasions in all cities and all states who feel this acutely. They understand the catastrophe at the border is affecting everyone, and it is top of mind for all the American people for that reason. So I brought that issue up repeatedly today in that room and again one-on-one with the president. I think that's our responsibility.
So this is the huge disaster to ABC who want open borders. Remember, they want to flood in people to give them the vote so that you don't have to be listened to. They want a whole generation of Democrats to come in. And so that's why Chuck Schumer was not telling you the truth about what the American people want. And then Mike Johnson just now told you the truth of what the people want. Take care of America first. Take care of that border first. And so that alone puts him at a huge advantage because I think Americans are going to come and support Republicans in unprecedented numbers so long as we stay loyal to closing up the border and funding that closure. And it doesn't just require funding. It's actually Biden could close it right now with presidential orders, and he's going to go into that too.
To bring that up. The other big priority for our country, of course, is the funding of our government. And we have been working in good faith around the clock every single day for months and weeks and over the last several days, quite literally around the clock to get that job done. We're very optimistic. I hope that the other leaders came out here and told you the same. We believe that we can get to agreement on these issues and prevent a government shutdown, and that's our first responsibility. You also heard, I'm sure, that there was discussion about the supplemental spending package, and I was very clear with the president and all those in the room that the House is actively pursuing and investigating all the various options on that, and we will address that in a timely manner.
So that's the other point, is in getting the government funded. That's the big deal. It's about to shut down because they're running out of money. The purse strings are controlled by, Schumer and Johnson. And Republicans are saying, that is Marjorie Taylor Greene and all the good guys are going like, we're not going to agree to any funding unless you first take care of the border. We will shut the government down. You don't understand. So Mike Johnson went in hard and said, look, you're not going to get any Republican votes unless you take care of the border also. And he goes, and we'll fund the government. And then the Democrats, of course, want their spending package. They want to spend more money. And Mike Johnson goes, look, in good faith, we'll take a look at it. This is nightmare fuel, guys, for Democrats. They are absolutely demoralized by this. And good American patriots love this.
But again, the first priority of the country is our border and making sure it's secure. I believe the president can take executive authority right now today to change that. And I told him that again today in person, as I've said to him many times, publicly and privately over the last several weeks. It's time for action.
Ding.
It is a catastrophe, and it must stop. And we will get the government funded, and we'll keep working on that. So we'll have more for you soon.
And that's the biggest thing of all that they just hate. They're like, ABC wants to blame this on the Republicans. Chuck Schumer wants to blame this all on the Republicans, that the border is open and because they weren't funding the shutdown of the border or whatever. And Mike Johnson just said, look, Biden right now can close it up. And that drives them crazy. They're trying to pin this on the Republicans, and it's the Democrats under Joe Biden that ripped that border open and is on its way to destroying America. Well, now it's your turn, guys. I love that you guys are watching. Are you buying this? Is it okay to fund the country and the government so long as they first fund the close down of the border? Let me know what you guys think. I'm Doug in Exile.